Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Welcome to the stream. I am super excited. Thank you for joining. We are obsessed. We are always scrolling phones, TikTok, and it feels like the person who's really taking advantage of us today in this society, it feels like the person who's taking advantage of us, the person who's robbing us, we are giving our keys to them. Like, here are my keys, rob me. That's how I feel we are today. And one of the main reasons that is because our mind get hijacked by dopamine. You have all these sophisticated mechanisms that's hijacking our mind, like scrolling TikTok, Instagram. And I know you feel this. I know for a fact if you clicked on this video, you're thinking, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know how to get out. So in this stream, we are going to be reading a book and fact checking the book to make sure we understand things correctly and to see how much these people are lying to us or how much information is actually correct. And then by the end of this video, or by end of all these streams, I will try to summarize my entire understanding and present it in a way that you would never have to read the book again. But for someone who wants to kind of read the book with me and follow that journey to get your own insights, because anyway, let's start out with this first video, which is this. And Jimmy Carr is one of the most famous comedians on the planet Earth, and he says this in his latest podcast, which blew me away. Listen to this. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Today it feels like we are getting robbed and we are giving our keys to the people who are robbing us. TikTok, Instagram, this phone. I'm so addicted to this. I feel like half my day just I'm doing nothing. We are I my mind every year I live, I feel I'm getting dumber and I want to stop that. And in this video, we are going to be understanding the root cause of it, which is dopamine, right? The keys here is dopamine, which is basically the chemical that gives you that high when you get some reward. And we're going to read this book, which is Molecule of More. He has two books. We're going to like read them parallelly and get the information done. But we are also going to be fact checking that book to make sure the information that is there is actually true. All these people lie to us, so we want to make sure that our information is mwah. And let's see how many times this guy lies just to sell a thing that sounds good. But before that, I want to show you a small clip from a guy called Jimmy Carr, who is, in my opinion, one of the best comedians in the planet. And he talks about this dopamine. This guy is so smart, it kind of like caught me off guard. And he says this sentence that really, oh my god, guys, listen to this.
How's the day? That'll do it. that'll absolutely do it. That will break you away from who you are. That'll you'll be alienated from yourself. And then I was thinking about even the language of it. It's not hiding. It's nets and webs. The internet.
How so?
It's the web, right?
Mhm.
It's the internet. What do nets and webs do? They catch people. That's what it's doing. I think Aldous Huxley was right about this. Our power will not be taken from us by some overlord. I think we'll give it away for cheap dopamine. And Aldous Huxley said it was Soma, which was the tablet, right? And he was even right about that. It's just a different kind of tablet.
So
He's saying that the people who are promoting the future are not these corporations, are not these random tech pros who are creating AI. They are not the people who are going to cause our doom. It is us who are willingly giving our keys, our money, our happiness, our attention just for a dopamine hit. And this line hit so hard for me. I am I am still. So how do you escape this? So there are two steps stages to this. First, you have to understand what is happening inside your mind. I don't know it yet. So we have two books here to understand that. We have Molecule of More here, and then we have Taming the Molecule of More. Molecule of More talks about dopamine and everything, and Taming the Molecule of More talks about how do you actually tame the Molecule of More. It is a short book, 230 pages, 277 pages. It's short book, so hopefully we can get it done soonish. But let's read. We are going to be making notes, and by the end of this video, the way we understand this book would ultimately decide. So my goal finally is to read this book, capture my insights, capture my understanding, and all right, let's get started. Without further ado, I also have an Obsidian here that captures all the notes that we're going to be making. And of course, if you guys have any YouTube comments that we would be doing, of course, you guys are seeing the stream here. So, anyway, let's start the book now. Molecule of More. Okay. I always read the acknowledgements because it's something that most people skip. But a guy kind of read this book already and is giving his own perspective on why this is good. So that's what makes this interesting. We are. I actually emailed him in my last stream. I emailed him I mean, can you please come and be my mm, guest in the small YouTube channel? He said, thank you, but no, I'm very selective. We shot, we tried, so most grateful. Dopaminergic mind. So there's even another book. Wow. Anyway, we won't be reading that. Dan wishes maybe. Oh, this is something that the author is writing. Oh my god, why am I reading something he wrote? Anyway, introduction. Up versus down. Look down, what do you see? Hands, cup, coffee. We are gonna like blitz through this. One thing I like to do when I'm reading is I like to highlight because it helps your eyes to follow. Here's a simple experiment actually to like show this point. Like imagine you have 2 points here and uh, you put your attention here and slowly get uh, focus here and then focus here, and notice in that movement how staggered it is, how jerky it is. But if I look here and I just do this, it's much easier to see, it's much easier to follow. Here's a quick experiment anyway. So let's read the book. Look down. What do you see? You look down, things are within your reach. control right now, things you can manipulate, whether it's a result of your work, kindness, or here's the thing. There are things in your possession. Now look up what you see is healing, spirit up the wall, blah, 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 blah. To read them, you'll have to reach a plan, then think, calculate, and at this point, my voice is just a noise. Even if you're already so should require some coordinated effort. And like, yeah. Sounds simple because it is. Yet the brain, this distinction is a gateway between two wildly different ways of thinking, two utterly different ways of dealing with the world. In your brain, downworld is managed by a handful of chemical neurotransmitters. They are called that let you experience satisfaction, joy, in the here and now. But when you turn your attention to the world of up, your brain relies on different chemicals, a single molecule that not only allows you to move beyond the realm of at your fingertips, but also controls this drive to seek you far, whether it's reaching across the table. Wow, this is an amazing analogy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Damn, this is a pro level educator. So let's just quickly draw a person here. Okay, and I guess let's just okay. So we have the upward and we have the downward. Okay, easy, hard, here and now. That's what he said till now. Uh, Here and now, it's allowing you to experience what in front of you, enabling to savor experience or right up. The up chemical is different. It makes up things you desire, what you don't yet have. Drives that you seek, drives, desires. Desires. So maybe desires comes here. Um, and drives to seek new things. It rewards you when you obey it and makes you suffer when you don't. Okay. It is a source of creativity and further along the spectrum, madness is a key to the addiction and the path to recovery. It's a bit of biology that makes ambitious executives sacrifice everything to pursue it and makes successful actors, entrepreneurs, artists longer. Yeah. It is a source of undeniable itch that drives scientists to find explanation and philosophers to find order, reason, and meaning. Okay, I'm a bit confused now. Like, who's the good guy? Is the down people the good guy or the up people the good guy? I This is why when you look at the for redemption and God, why heaven is above the and earth is below. It is a fuel that motors our dreams. This is why we're never happy for very long. To your brain in single model, uh, mammals, reptiles. My God, what is he saying? Like, I understand what he's saying, but I just want to know who the good guy is. Carbon, you feel it right now. Put it in charge. You look up. Still, some parts are speculative. My entire stream hinges on this. To build. Oh my God. Here's like a disclaimer before reading a thing. So, who is a good guy here? I don't know. Says look up. There are things in your position. So my previous understanding of easy and hard is wrong, obviously. So desires, ambition. Okay. Let me see if I can just. Is there no highlighter here? Okay. Okay. So we understand this much. And I'm sad that I can't. Anyway, I'm sad that I can't do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if anyone did come. No one. Cool. 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 Chapter one. Liam. You found the one that made it only like. That's a great question. Okay. I like this. I think this question is. Yes, this is. So why doesn't it? So here he gives like an example. Blah blah blah. It's all fluff, guys. Come on, it's a non-fiction. Just give me the tea. He kept eyes, a lot of factors. Oh my god, this guy's trying to turn me on. A young, standing chatty friend. What is more powerful than pleasure? Dopamine was discovered by 1987. A researcher about the chemical called neuropeptide n- ne- nori p noripine oh my god, how do you even pronounce this? This is where doctors get paid the big bucks, guys. How do
Norepinephrine.
norepinephrine 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 norepinephrine. This is how I know I would never become a doctor.
Norepinephrine.
Norepinephrine. Okay. Norepinephrine. Norepinephrine. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm a smart guy. I will drop this word someday to like sound smart. Chemical called which is an substance called found in the brain. So I began to observe strange things. What is produce dopamine? 1 in 2 million. It is okay. Uh, some the pleasure molecule. Uh, Researcher discovered greatly as body clear the cocaine from the brain, dopamine actually decreases, highly faded. And then when unexpected things began to happen, they resonated that it's unlikely that dopamine pathways evolved to encourage people to get high on drugs. Dopamine, they discovered, isn't about pleasure at all. Delivers a feeling of much more influential. Turns out to be key of explaining an event it was. There's some random story that they just put here. In some ways, these poor rats. I wonder how many of them have been, tortured for us to understand all this. God bless them. To test hypothesis, both food and my God, this is so crazy. To test the hypothesis that both food and drugs simulate dopamine, the scientists implanted electrodes directly into rats' brains. Come on, guys. Oh my God. Scientists are like pretty crazy. That's how I know, these are the people who are like developing like brains to like talk to chips and stuff like this. Anyway, next they built cages with food pellets. The results were that they, my God, they were just as soon as that room lit up. Okay, success natural. Next, they did something original experiment had not. They kept going, monitoring the results were wholly unexpected. The rat devoured food as enthusiastically as ever. They were obviously enjoying it, but their dopamine. Why did dopamine start firing when the stimulation? The answer is like a monkey and a light bulb. So, for the people who are watching, what I see there. Okay, I wish I could just fuck. Just give me a moment, guys. Sorry, guys. It's okay. My first stream, I have zero viewers, so it's okay. It's okay. All right. Oh, my head is paining. Trying to understand this. After work, trying to like read a book of like non-fiction is hard. Well, that's why I'm here for. Let's make this entertaining. Okay, they put electrodes in rats, found dopamine hit. Cool. This is so bizarre. This guy is like interested, and he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like shove some electrodes in that brain, baby, and observe. That's so crazy. Oh, it's thanks to them we have a lot of chemicals, but the horror that goes behind that is crazy. He's a professor of. Okay, cool. Implant into brains of. Uh, Once in a while, one of those lights turned on. One light was a signal found in the box to the right. The other meant the footpath was in the box to the left. One light was. It took some time to figure out the rule. At first, they opened the box and only got it right off. On a foot. That's so crazy. Dopamine. After torturing animals is what I want to write. After torturing animals with experiments. Damn. Uh, it is released when. What did they even say? Reacting to possibility and. Okay. Trigger to novel. Trigger to novelty. I guess that's like a good indicator. That's triggered to novelty because of that. This simple idea provides a chemical explanation for age-old questions. Why does love fade? It's right here, guys. What the hell am I doing? This paper feels good. And let's see if they have any preferences. Uh, Grid, toggle grid. Oh my god, so good. Toggle grid. Okay. Anyway, let's just move on. My head is paining. It's just 30 minutes. Okay. I have to do this for the people, for my vision. Come on, Prem, you can do this. Seeing the light go on and always been expected number one. The simple idea, why does love fade? Our brains are programmed to crave unexpected and thus to look into the future. Okay. Crave unexpected. Interesting. So let me just desire, no, triggers craving and so dopamine is released. So desire creates craving that is released to fulfillment. Okay. Scientists who study this phenomenon name the buzz reward prediction error. Question of what's about to come next, but from what we can even error to forecast the future. It's so interesting, right? Personally, I love thrifting and I found some crazy deals when thrifting. For example, I found a shoe that's worth $600, but for like $10. I found this formal shoe. I found like some this one of my big lights. It's probably like 100 or so dollars. I got it for $10. this entire ceramic set. So when I go thrifting, there's always like an unexpected find, and I really love that. So that triggers dopamine in my head, and I understand why that does trigger the dopamine in my head. Hmm. So when something unexpected happens, crave unexpected, when unexpected things happen, right? That's so bizarre though. Why wouldn't you want evolution, right? Why wouldn't you just want the evolution to just reward you to like get the thing instead of getting something that's unexpected? But if you keep getting it, you just get bored. Maybe that's what drives the novelty to like do new things, I guess. Possibility of a reward triggers it. Imagine you're walking in a okay, you go in order. Is this the reason why? So they are just giving like an example of you go to a bakery and if you order like this croissant, you eat it, you're gonna feel like you're in love with this place. But when you get the things we want, it's not as pleasant as expected. So because you kind of expect that from the coffee, your dopamine doesn't get released. Um, so dopaminergic excitement. No, the reason I was even having this thought is this the reason why that a lot of cafes and a lot of restaurants exist is just because of the novelty reason that they survive. Because I always wonder why are there so many sushi places? Because the best one would obviously win, right? But I guess if you keep going to the best one, you get bored of it and then you want to crave something new. So that's interesting. So maybe there is some place for me as well. If I just do something unique enough that people will just come and watch me. Let's see if someone's watching. Now, 43 minutes. Why? So both streaming at different rates. Anyway, this doesn't last forever. Not as thrilling as expected. I think you should have like some chill background music, but I can't play any because I haven't chosen any. The coffee croissants were good, but the bakery, but you made, but now a few weeks the best coffee and croissants became the same old breakfast. But it wasn't the coffee and the croissant that changed; it was your expectation. In the same way, some other subjects which are utterly familiar. When we dream about the one brain, two worlds. Okay. My god, these guys, peripersonal and extra personal. What does this even mean? Is this even real? Okay. Who comes up with these words? Just to like confuse normal people like us, near and far. Whatever's, yeah. Those definitions place. So your brain works one way in peripersonal space, another way in extra personal space. If you were designing the human mind, it makes sense that you would create a brain that distinguishes between things in this way. One system for what you have and other system for what you don't. Okay. What do I even write? How brain works. My god. Is this even straight? I can't tell. It's a bit crooked. My god. Tripping. How the brain works. Very personal pain, extra personal pain. This is near arm's reach, far. What did he even say? Yeah. You have, don't have. Okay. I love these examples. I'm only in page 23, guys. There's like 200 pages more. Come on, Prem, let's do it. Come on. Glamour is present. I like that now. The more he explains it, I like that very, what are you, very personal and extra personal. Very personal and extra personal. That different space has a different reality. Like your experience of reality itself is different. Like yesterday, I actually made a post in YouTube where I was talking about, oh, I want to like go out and see some people and stuff, like women and stuff. But then I knew I would be sacrificing this channel, and I knew like the here and now chemicals would not be worth it. But everything in my mind said, it will be worth it. In that movie, in that reality, that feels true. Even though it's not true, it feels true. That's what I'm super curious about. How is that even possible? That something that is not true feels true in that moment. What what is this feeling of truth that we are experiencing? Experiencing. What is this feeling of truth that we are experiencing? That's true. But if you drop the wow, so I just need to upload videos randomly, no schedule, no nothing. That's what I'm understanding from this. You guys, why? Why? Mm, mm. Let's see if some kind soul is watching or not. No one. Concurrent viewers? No. This thing viewers? No. Zero. It's okay, Prem. This guy's like way behind me, dude. What the hell? Okay, how the brain works. My here and now chemicals are being triggered. Let's just go to the new one. because it's unexpected, right? Let's just go to the new book and read this also. Yeah, I'm showing. I have this book in audiobook actually. This is a practical book. How do you actually do it? Not interested. It's owned by a wow. There's always like some mad scientist who's like mapping out human behaviors, trying to like game the system, stuff like that. So crazy. His name is also creepy. F. Skinner? Come on. Come on. In one experiment, Skinner placed a pigeon in a box. My god, the kind of experiments they do first, let's get these pigeons addicted to the pellets, and then we will apply the same thing to humans. When Samantha saw her whole boyfriend, all her feelings came rushing back. Excitement, possibility, focus, proud of romance, but she didn't have to be. No matter the novelty that triggers dopamine doesn't go on forever. This entire experiment, this pigeon thing, it reminds me of like using shorts and reels. Um, it's just everything needs to be something surprising. Like, oh, I didn't expect this. Oh, I didn't expect that, right? There's like a shock factor. So, but do I really want to like make my audience that way, where I kind of like trick them to have dopamine and then keep doing that? I don't know. So sad. Novelty articles dopamine doesn't go on forever when it comes to love. Okay. I don't even have the energy now to kind of talk, but I know I have to keep talking for this thing to go. Chalo. Come on, Prem. When Mike Yeager first sang I Can't Get No Satisfaction, we gonna break Oh my god. Come on. Bro, at least do to like. Serotonin receptors is a here and now chemical. You know what's funny? Shrooms also does serotonin here and now. A romance built on dopamine is thrilling, short living. Okay. My stomach is bad and I'm reading this dumb book. And after like 30 minutes, I'm just 10 pages away. And I'm actually 200 pages away from the goal. The only time I can read this book again is next week. It's okay. I want to end the stream right now because it's paining, but let's just read. Let's just push through and see what happens. Oxygen is more active in women. This is crazy. Think let's stop it, guys. I need to be, I think, sober to understand this because they're like talking about men and women a lot. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We reached page 33. Hopefully, someone is watching. But even if you're not, it's fine. I try to edit it and make it a nice video. But thank you so much for your time and take care.